Let's talk about Derek Chisora. First of all, Derek Chisora is a very funny guy. He had on his Five Guys outfit. He was having Five Guys with Tyson Fury in the locker room after their fight, so I guess they sponsored him. You know, he looked like one of those old school picnic tablecloths, but he said something that I agree with. I might even take it further. He was saying if you get caught with any drugs in your system, you should be banned for 10 years and your trainer 2 years. And he said on another interview, he said the trainer is almost more responsible than the fighter because he said they're the ones telling the fighter to put this in their system. Now, I don't know how true that is, but maybe he's witnessed it. Maybe he's experienced it. But I think you have to hold the fighter more accountable than the trainer because I don't think as many trainers say, hey, put this in your system because they want to get a check. They're not going to tell you to do something that's going to risk them getting paid. So I think it's on the fighter. You have to know what you're putting in your body and you have to be responsible for what you're putting on in your body. You can't put it on anybody else. When you sit down to eat at night, I'm sure you look over your food. If it tastes funny, you're like, I don't want this. You taste your drink, it tastes funny, you don't want that. So I think they ought to just ban fighters for life, especially if you're repeating. Maybe the first offense, maybe 2-year ban. After that, after the first offense, no 3 strikes, 2. Then you're just done, and that's it. Look at the original Rocky 4. Drago was on the roids. Look what he did to Creed. I think they cut that steroid scene out of the director's cut. I don't remember the needle going in. Why are movies they put the needle all the way in? They don't do that in real life. Never took steroids, I just mean. When you get a shot, they don't put the needles all the way in. But Derek Chisora, you know, he's serious about that. He said he called Dillian on the phone and told him, you know, I'll clean it up. He said, you're done. You're done. And according to Derek Chisora, he plays so much, I don't know if it's true, but he told Eddie Hearn at the press conference that Dillian White said that Eddie Hearn tampered with his blood. And Eddie's like, yeah, they always blame me. I don't know if he said it or not. But Derek Chisora is about to fight Gerald Washington on the undercard of the Anthony Joshua Helenius fight. And I found out, according to Derek Chisora, I don't even remember this, Gerald Washington stopped Helenius in 8. Deontay stopped him in 1. So Derek Chisora predicts Anthony Joshua will stop Helenius in 3. And that's close to my prediction. I said either, you know, anywhere between 1 and 4. So he sees it the same way. Helenius just had a fight last weekend. So, you know, he's in shape. He doesn't sound like the most confident guy in the world. He doesn't look taller than Joshua either, like they said. You know, it could be the shoes. I don't know. But he's talking about, I was going to go on vacation or I was on vacation, but hey, that's my job. He doesn't sound very hungry. So I think he's going to get knocked out, and I think it's going to be a brutal knockout. Like I said in my past video, this is an easy fight for Joshua. They could try to hype it up. Oh, he's going to put no, he's getting knocked out. They asked Joshua, was he going to knock him out? He said, I'm going to do my job. They said, yeah, but do you want to knock him out? He said, I'm going to do my job. You know, in other words, don't put pressure on me, but that's what I intend on doing. So what else was Derek Chisora? Oh, the thing that caught my attention with Derek Chisora, he was on Seconds Out again, and Radio Raheem asked him, he said, so what was up? How did you know that Dillian was going to test positive? And he said something about hyping the fight. He said, well, what about what David Hayes said about you calling him? He said, well, David's a good salesman or hype man. And so Radio Raheem said, so did he make it up? And he said he knows how to sell a fight or hype a fight. I forget his exact words. In other words, he's saying David Hayes made that up to sell the fight, but why would he want to sell the fight? He's not getting any cut from it, is he? Unless he was just, you know, still boys with Derek Chisora and they just wanted to, I don't know, maybe he doesn't like Dillian White or something, but I thought, so all that was made up, man? Really? David, what's up, man? You just saying stuff now? You just stirring it up because you got nothing better to do. But so us content creators took that interview and ran with it. But according to Derek Chisora, that David Hay made that up. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Um, Derek Chisora, man, that dude is funny. He's said he offered the fight to Gerald Washington, said they were friends, and then said right in front of him that he's gonna I'll clean it up again. He said he's gonna knock him out, and he said that Gerald Washington is gonna run. So I was like, man, maybe they'll eat a Five Guys burger after in the locker room like he did with Tyson Fury. What are you guys' thoughts on what Derek Chisora though had to say about Dillian White and bans of 10 years for the fighter, a ban of 2 years for the trainer? What do you think about what he said about David Hay being a good salesman, trying to sell a fight? What do you think about that? Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe. LSR forever. Do you think Helenius really has a chance? I heard some people saying that can Anthony Joshua get up for this fight? My question is, can Helenius? He looks like the one that's not motivated. He looks like he's just there because they offered it. Like, yeah, I'll take it. Like, it doesn't matter if I win. But Anthony Joshua could have pulled out of the fight. When people say he's not hungry, he could have pulled out. But he was like, nah, get someone else in there. And he was thinking of the people on the undercard too. He's like, they train hard and they don't get paid until they fight. So the fight has to go on. Just get somebody else, That happened with Takam. Of course, it happened with Big Baby Miller when Andy Ruiz stepped in. And I heard when Ruiz was offering to fight Joshua, he wanted, I think, some outrageous price, like $20 million or something. I don't know. But I know if these fighters want to stay fresh, they're going to have to keep boxing. You have to stay active. There's no reason to be having 1 fight a year, 2 fights a year. You can at least have 4 at minimum, And it's like Derek Chisora was saying, that Anthony Joshua's had such a tough resume. It's about time he fights, I guess he was saying a lesser opponent, without coming out and calling the guy a lesser opponent. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that stuff. LSR forever and be fearless. Yay.